How's it going, everybody? It's James, and we are almost finished up with our tour through the Edge Finder. We've been taking a look at every single section that we have here in the Edge Finder, exploring absolutely everything that we can do inside of the software. And in today's video, we are taking a look at our inflation page. So here on the left side under fundamental analysis, we have inflation. And here we store our inflation data for US dollar, New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, Australian dollar, the pound, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, and the euro. Here's a free Discord channel every Forex trader should join. You get access to daily trade ideas, market scans, and market coverage for what's happening in the Forex world today. See what professional traders are thinking on things like GBP, JPY, gold, and Euro USD. And the best part, it's totally free. Click the link on this video and it will take you to a Telegram chat with one of our team members. Send them the word apply and we'll get you in the free Discord shortly after. Here is our inflation data. And look at this. We have, at least for the US dollar, inflation data that goes all the way back to 1914. That is wild. So much data to take a look at. We're about to get to all of it in just a second. But we're going to start here at the top so I can show you everything and work our way down. So first things first, I'm going to move this sliding scale because I am not interested in inflation data from 1914 at the moment. So how about we look at the last, let's say 22 years. So we'll start in the year, that's 2001. How about the year 2000? So here is our inflation data for all of these countries for the last 22 years, from the year 2000 to present. So I'll go ahead and hover over this. So you can take a look at it. Here is inflation data for August, that is last month. We have the US dollar and the Swiss francs data there. And then if we go back to July, we have everything right there as the software continues to get updated. And then towards the end of the month, we will implement the September data as well. So also up here, we have our currency selector. So we currently have everything selected, but say we only want to look at US inflation data, USD, click only there. And there we go. Here's our US inflation data. Look at that from April or May, really May of 2020 to now. That is crazy. That is a huge spike in inflation rate. Maybe we want to compare US dollar and the pound. Click on both of those so we can see their chart is looking a little similar. And if we want to bring everything back in, just click right up here and boom, everything gets brought back in. We also have this data down here. This shows our inflation for 2 periods ago, 1 period ago, or the previous period, and our current inflation rates. So we can see US dollar inflation 2 periods ago was 9.1%. Again, our current inflation numbers that we have are for the month of August because September is not over yet. So August inflation rate sits at 8.3%. Our previous value is 8.5 and 2 periods ago 9.1. So we're actually seeing it start to come down a little bit, which is good. The pound, we have our inflation rates here, 9.1 2 periods ago to 9.4 and now 10.1. So that's on the rise. And we actually have, for some, when the data is available to us and the software can make an accurate prediction, we have a consensus or prediction for the next period. So based off the data that the software has collected, it predicts that the pound will continue to rise in inflation just slightly from 10.1% to 10.2. We can actually see here for the euro, 8.6% 2 periods ago. Last period 8.9, currently sits at 9.1, and it believes that it will stay at 9.1 moving into the next period. So here is our inflation data for all of our currencies. 2 periods ago, 1 period ago, and currently. And of course, our sliding scale so that we can choose, maybe we want to look at the last 10 years or maybe even the last 4. How about 4? 2018 to 2022. There we are. Inflation numbers, and just hover over it to see how it has changed. And of course, this is not the only place that we get this information. If we go into a currency breakdown, pick one at random. How about GBP NZD? Click on that. Brought into the currencies page. So here in the GBP NZD page, we can see inflation scored at -1. The reason inflation is scored at -1 is because currency 1 here, which is the pound, compared against currency 2, the New Zealand dollar, we can see that currency 1 has a higher inflation rate than currency 2. And in this case, because the New Zealand dollar has a healthier inflation rate, we give this a negative score. If this were the other way around, in currency 1, so in this case, if the pound were to have a better inflation rate than the New Zealand dollar or currency 2, we would have a positive score. And so if inflation of one country is at a healthier level than a counter currency, we consider this bullish. In fact, let me find a pair where we do have a positive score. So if I were to pick, say, Aussie CAD, we can see inflation with a +1 score here. And that is because we see Australian dollar, currency 1, Canadian dollar, currency 2, Aussie against the CAD. Aussie has a healthier inflation rate at 6.1% compared to the Canadian dollar's 7.6%. So we score it +1. Okay, that was a look in the inflation category of the Edge Finder. Go ahead and slide this back just so we get all of that fun data. Look at all of that data there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you want the Edge Finder for yourself, you can do that in the link in the description. There are links down there to get the Edge Finder for yourself or to chat with a team member about getting the Edge Finder. If you have any questions about it, they'd be happy to help. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.